And I just got one more thing to say. How about them Cowboys?
What's going on, Cowboy Nation and Angry Cowboy fans around the world? Y'all know who it is. It's your boy, the Angry Cowboys Fan here on YouTube, the place where y'all can find my raw and uncut emotions about the Dallas Cowboys 24/7, 365. And as long as I'm alive, y'all know I'm DC for life. And if you're DC for life, win, lose, or draw, peaks and valleys, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to what we do here, because what we do here is represent the Dallas Cowboys with pride, with dignity, through wins as well as losses. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I had to play this segment just for the simple fact that when Swagu talks, you listen. As far as a Dallas Cowboy fan, when Swagu talks, you listen. Yesterday, before the Tampa Bay Buccaneers faced the Philadelphia Eagles, they had a pregame show. And on that pregame show, we had Swagu on there. And that was right after the Dallas Cowboys lost. So you know Swagu was all up in his feelings. So we are going to listen to his feelings. And then we're going to come back and unpack my raw and uncut. Ain't nothing changed since the season end. Go ahead, take it away, Swagu.
When you look at the Dallas Cowboys, and I'm not talking about the last 20 years. When you look at the last 5 years in the NFL, what has happened to put teams in a position to win Super Bowls? They've been super aggressive in free agency. Yep. Their quarterback has played at a very high level. And when opportunistic times came for them to get who they thought is a playmaker and a game changer, they've pulled the trigger. Yep. The Philadelphia Eagles and Howie Roseman made 9 free agency moves and went to the Super Bowl. Yeah. All right. The San Francisco 49ers, when they got Christian McCaffrey after going to 2 NFC championships and a Super Bowl, they got Chase Young at the trade deadline. They went and got Javon Hargrave from the Philadelphia Eagles. When you look at the Los Angeles Rams, Odell Beckham Jr., Jalen Ramsey. Dude, this ain't rocket science. This is not rocket science. You think that the Baltimore Ravens haven't been a good football team? Yeah, but guess what they did?
We got people.
They signed Roquan Smith. Like, bro, football is football when it comes to the context. And that's why I always say we can go around and around in circles about who the coach needs to be, who needs to do this. The teams that have been to the Super Bowl that we've watched play in the big games, they've signed really good players with track records of playing Super Bowl-type football.
Y'all heard what the man said. You heard what Swagu said. That man was preaching. We can go round and around in circles, placing blame on this person, placing blame on Dak Prescott, Mike McCarthy, and all this stuff, when we know who the blame should be on. We know who should take this on their shoulders. It ain't Mike McCarthy or Dak Prescott. It's Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones has been the common denominator for the Cowboys not having success in the playoffs for almost 30 years. Dak Prescott ain't been the quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys for 30 years. Mike McCarthy ain't been the head coach for the Dallas Cowboys for 30 years. But who has been in the same position for 30 years? Jerry Jones. I mean, come on. Like he said, it's not rocket science. We all know this. But the thing is that Jerry don't know it. Jerry's ego is just way too big to relinquish some of the stranglehold that he has on the Dallas Cowboys. And he doesn't even realize it. That's true delusion, Eagles fans. 49ers fans, y'all say that the Dallas Cowboys are delusional? No, our freaking owner is. Keep it a buck. He is delusional because for 30 years in a row, he's done the same thing, has put together the same teams, has reached into the bottom of the barrel, the bargain shopping. You know that little thing at electronics in Walmart, you know, that holds all them $5.99 DVDs? That's where he's going to get players. He's not making the trades that's necessary. Now I understand why you guys were so angry at the trade deadline. Me, I was like, well, let's just chill, maybe he has a plan ready to go. No, you guys were mad because you knew then that Jerry wasn't going to make any moves, that it was up to Jerry to make moves, that we need people here. I mean, I know Shaq Leonard didn't thrive in Philadelphia. This was his first year, give him next year. But Shaq Leonard didn't do too well there. And we're like, we might have dodged a bullet. But just to try, there were other people that was available that could have helped the offense out. And I know everybody says Derrick Henry. I don't know how expensive he would have been, but look at the possibility. Like I said before in one of my videos, you didn't even give Zeke an offer. Look at that possibility, Jerry. We have been putting up with you for this long, Jerry, and it's getting tiring. It's getting tiring for a lot of Cowboys fans, and you're going to have some drop off. You're going to have some drop off and say, I just can't take it no more. I can't do it no more. That ain't going to be me. You know what I'm saying? I'm always DC for life, win, lose, or draw, but everybody ain't me. Everybody ain't got that mentality. Shoot, this channel has lost a couple subscribers, but it's gained more because that's people that are DC for life. And what you need to do is stop thinking about yourself and think about your pockets and think about those people that are filling your pockets because we want a championship. You talk all this crap that you want a championship before you die. My dude, you're 81 years old. You're not reversing. I hate to say it like that, but your mortality is boom, 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 boom. It's knocking at the door. You know that you don't have much time left. So instead of dodging the free agency, the trade deadlines, get some people. When was the last splash trade that you made? Amari Cooper from the Raiders? Was that the last one? I mean, man. Jerry, you got to give us something here. You can't be putting the same product out on the field every single year because we brag that we've been 12-5 for the last 3 years. That's just telling everybody that you're putting the same product out there. We need some people. We need some linebackers. There's a lot of guys that's coming up in free agency. Hell, I even read an article about Tyron Smith and the New York Jets. We gonna lose Tyron Smith, a staple of this organization, somebody that has kept Dak clean whenever he's been in the game. Yes, he's given up sacks. Don't get it twisted. But Tyron Smith, you better get that man contract done. He is a Cowboy. Get that man's contract done. And as far as being done, Swagu ain't done. I got another clip of what he was talking about. And he is talking about one playing for the Dallas Cowboys and then being fortunate enough to play for another team after that and compare and contrast. He sees what happens with this new team. He didn't even see his owner. So let's go ahead and get into that, man. I'm over here putting the cart before the horse and just blabbing. Let me go ahead and get y'all into this clip with Swagu. He is continuing his rant, and I think that the Dallas Cowboys deserve every single bit of that smoke. So, without further ado, get on them, Swagu.
I was fortunate enough to play for another organization after spending 8 years in Dallas. I went and played for the Baltimore Ravens, where Ozzie Newsome was the general manager. Harbaugh was the head coach, and I saw Steve Bisciotti twice in 8 months, okay? Stop telling me about coaches. The coach that coaches for Dallas comes in at a deficit. Wow. They come in with all of this stuff that they shouldn't have to deal with, that they got to focus on before they even start coaching football. So whether it's Pram or Mike McCarthy or Bill Belichick or Jesus, Jerry Jones is going to be there with the same type of culture that's being created because it's being created by the guy that writes the checks. True. And he can do what he wants to do.
True. McCarthy's got to go, though.
Did you hear RG3 at the end of that? McCarthy's got to go, though. Man, on that pregame show, they were naming out so many coaches that could possibly be a good fit for the Dallas Cowboys. They named off Bill Belichick. They named off Mike Vrabel. They named off Primetime, Deion Sanders. What do you guys think about Deion Sanders coming to the Dallas Cowboys? Let me know your raw and uncut with Deion Sanders coming to the Dallas Cowboys to be the head coach. I mean, I know he's had his success in college and everything. He has had his success. But do we think that Prime would be ready for a head coaching position? I don't know, Prime. Prime, if you ever watched the Angry Cowboys Fan, I don't know you. I know that you are an elite player. You are a Hall of Famer. You were that dude wherever you went, Atlanta, San Francisco, Dallas. Thank you for helping us get the Super Bowl. But we got to look at the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is, how do we get our boys over the hump of the wild card weekend and the divisional round? Like Richard Sherman said today in Undisputed, he can't even do his dance. He can't even sing his song, divisional and done, because we didn't even make it. And we didn't make it because Jerry Jones, your hands are way too far down the cookie jar. You have too much say. I know you're the owner and everything, but damn. Swagu said that he was there for 8 months and only seen the Ravens owner twice. I bet players on the Dallas Cowboys see you probably 2 or 3 times a day. You down there on the practice field and stuff, don't know what the plays are or anything like that, don't know what the scheme is, but the thing is, you create a culture down here. You create a culture for the Dallas Cowboys. We don't even know what our identity is. All we know is that you will go get these middle of the pack players. And a lot of people say that Dak is middle of the pack. But my thing is, 4th round draft pick, your places who have franchise quarterbacks really didn't trade for them except for Matthew Stafford and the LA Rams. I mean, you know, you got the Browns, you got Flacco for the Browns, and there are some people that they acquired from the couch. But as far as franchise quarterbacks, they were drafted where they are. And the people in the organization surrounded them with the talent that they needed to get the job done. I mean, shoot, Kansas City is getting the job done right now. He ain't got that much talent. I kind of understand the elite talk because Patrick Mahomes can push his guys to victory with just only Kelsey. And I ain't saying Kelsey like he ain't shit. Nah, he is that dude. But he has his co-pilot. That's it. Dak has what? CeeDee Lamb, Jake Ferguson, and he has a few gadget players. He has some players that can come through in the clutch. Brandon Cooks. He has a lot of people. But what we're doing is missing on defense. And we had a chance to fortify that defense at the trade deadline or in free agency. We had a chance, and Jerry Jones likes our guys. That's what it's all about. Jerry Jones likes our guys. He hung on to Jason Garrett for 8 years because that was his guy. We got to get over that. We got to get a coach in here if we're going to even switch coaches, because I believe in my heart of hearts that Jerry ain't going to get rid of Mike McCarthy. Jerry is looking at, well, shoot, we were like the number 1 offense. We were the high scoring offense. Dak led in touchdowns, and our offense was sufficient. It was where our defense was that was lacking. He is going to ceremoniously push Dan Quinn out the door if Seattle is that interested in him. Dan Quinn's going to be gone, and we're going to have to think of getting a defensive coordinator, a defensive mind in the building. But the thing is, with Jerry Jones, he's going to have to be a yes man. We don't need a yes man in Dallas. We need somebody like Jimmy Johnson, a coach that ain't going to let you eat after a loss. We need a coach that if you going to jump off sides all the time, bye. We don't need you if you're going to be doing that because you're a detriment to the team. We can't get a coach like that because the only thing that the players have to do is go around the coach's back and go up to Jerry. Well, he told me to do this. And Jerry's going to come down to the field and talk to the coaches. Well, you don't need to do that with Dak Prescott. You know what I'm saying? This just bugs the shit out of me. I'm sorry for swearing, Angry Cowboys fans, but right now I am an Angry Cowboys fan when it comes to Jerry Jones and this team we have. We're never going to get over the hump when we're using hybrid linebackers. We're never going to get over the hump when we don't go out in free agency and be aggressive and put everything all out on the table. I know we're worried about the salary cap. We're probably in the red right now, and that's why we're going to have to reconstruct a lot of people's contracts. But we need to be aggressive. When we see that we are lacking in an area, we need to go get it. We need to be go-getters. Jerry Jones, you need to be a go-getter, dude. Do you have to listen to Jeezy? You gotta be a go-getter. Because people ain't just gonna come to you. I heard there was a few things where you just thought people were gonna call you up in free agency. Ain't nobody gonna call you up. Do you think they want to come down here and play for this? For Super Wild Card Weekend? Hell no. I'm sorry, y'all. I just went on a tangent, but these are my thoughts. If you agree with my thoughts, go ahead, put it down in the comment section. If you don't agree with my thoughts, that is okay too. You guys are more than welcome to give me your raw and uncut. But remember, #CCC, Classy Cowboys content, Classy Cowboys conversation. With that being said, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell so you can stay up to date with the Angry Cowboys Fan whenever I go live or whenever I release a video. I got off the phone with my homeboy Sports Junkie. We gonna be bringing y'all some content. So make sure y'all hit that bell so you can stay up to date and you can get that content whenever we collaborate, because it's gonna be off the hook. But with that being said, Angry Cowboys fans, this is your boy, the Angry Cowboys Fan, and I'm out.